Hey guys, here we are, video 4, last video. Seems to be a fair distance we travelled, but because of me losing an SD card and breaking one, it's not as long, but the movie does go for about 50 odd minutes. So we left here, went into Uluru and camped there, went to Climate, couldn't. So then we come back, camped at Kholghoor on the way home. Then come down and camped at Coba in the underground mine there, which was pretty cool. Went back down through Port Augusta, up through Peterborough, and camped at a B&B type thing, which was pretty interesting. Through Cockburn, Broken Hill, Wilcannia, Coba by a big old dried up dam, which was very cool. Through Ningen, through Dubbo, and camped at Murwullimbah. We actually stayed in a motel there because it was raining. Next day, Mark went back to Gosford, and I travelled all the way back up to Murwullimbah. The last day for me was about 750 k's, and I was rooted by the time I got home. Guys, that's the end of this trip. Hopefully we'll have another trip in September. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, peace out. Night 6 at Ayres Rock, Uluru, whatever you would like to call it. $27 for 2 campsites. Grassed area, really nice. Mark said it's called Ayres Rock.
Always will be.
Park the bikes over there in the shade. Not a bad little place. Going for a swim, should be alright. At Ayres Rock, $2.13.50 a litre. It's not a bad effort.
Alright, that's where we're going. We're off to Ayres Rock and see if we can climb it. We had a nice steady night and we just bought fuel for $2.13 per litre. Last time I was out here it was $1 a litre, and I took photos because that was just incredible. Anyway, a little bit of a ride out to the rock. It's a big sky ship. At the moment I will report back to you about what it is. We thought it was a blimp, but oh yeah, it is. It's a blimp or an air balloon. It's like a big egg. Easter time we'll crack her open and eat it. Alright. Alright, we're just going into the national park to get to the rock, and obviously you've got to pay. So we'll go in, check it out, give them some money to keep the thing running, and then we're out. 15 k's, we've just been through the boom gates for the national park, 25 bucks a head, and see if we can climb this baby. This rock is huge. You can see people up the left hand side there climbing. Incredible. Incredible rock. On the road again to the big Ayres Rock. Massive, massive thing. It's just incredible. Has some kind of aura of it when you get this close to it. Just, I saw it when I was 19 or 20, and this is just freaking amazing. I'd like to zoom out, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's too big. So, walking track there. Knowing Australians, I'm just surprised they haven't started mining it or selling it off to the Chinese. Just amazing rock.
Closest I'm going to come to climbing at this time, unfortunately. I'm getting about 7-8 minutes too late.
Okay, we're doing a loop around Ayres Rock. It's bit of a disappointment. The ranger closed the thing within about being open for about 10 minutes. They closed it and told everyone they got to come back. The incredible Ayres Rock. That's a good bit of footage of the rock.
here we are at Kholghoor. Nice little campsite, 30-40 sites over there. We were going to camp over there, but it's just too hot and too dry and wouldn't be able to get the pegs in. So I've come over on a pad of grass just outside the pool. Showers over there, pool there obviously. A couple of sites here. Servo over there, dining room, pub and a little shop. And about 20, looks like about 20 of these little dongas here as well. Fairly tidy, fairly nice place. At the Kholghoor store there is Aboriginal art absolutely everywhere. Some of it's pretty amazing. A lot of work in a lot of this stuff. That one over there, it's, I don't know, 6 foot by 4 foot. It's the one there. It's $600, 340, and these little ones are 100. But yeah, it's really awesome stuff. Amazing. Inside the Cadney homestead, bar out here, really nice. Goes out, showers and toilets out there, caravan park over further, and a swimming pool just there. Pretty awesome for in the middle of the scrub. It's a fairly good site, fairly good.
It's like we might want to get off the road here, not leaving us much room.
Underground at Reavers, there are lights, but they've used these holes they've drilled in as skylights. Fairly cool. Can't see much there.
No smoking, no cooking, no using gas or kerosene implements.
Nice.
No answers.
And we've got a couple of backpackers here. Not actually there, but that's where they're sleeping. All been mined out. Beautiful wall, quartz in it. Amazing, just really cool. Here at Reeva's Caravan Park, here's the ladies' toilet for anyone that's interested. Wild setup. In there, big gal tank, pretty cool. This is on top of the camping ground here, underground camping at Coba. They're all skylights, them guys. And I'm standing above, about 20-30 feet under, is where we camped the night. It was pretty awesome.
Cruising into a little place called Uluru or Ururu or something like that, Oruru, and it looks like there's a river here as well, which could be the most exciting thing we've seen. And we're just going to turn off the road. There's supposed to be a big gum tree, or there's supposed to be a park or a camping area. Giant gum tree up there. Alright, we might go back up there. We'll just have a look and see if there's any water in this river first. And it's pretty bloody dry. We better go and have a look at this tree just so we know that what a big tree looks like. Oruru. No camping, no fires, Dogface. Yep. Just be careful, we've got a bit of gravel here on the corner. No camping, no fires this side either. Warning. So we'll go and check that tree out. It's got a bit of a girth to it. Looks like it hasn't been on a diet. .89 metres, circumference, excess of 500-year-old. Holy crackers, that's older than Kenny. Far out, and I'd never thought I'd see it. Wow, what a beautiful old tree. Alright, we're just, that's a cool little sign. Oruru, it's a cool little town. Nice little feel to this town. Reminds Kenny a little bit of Quilpie. Post office. Just coming out of Port Augusta, southern side, 17 k's, and now we're going to Petersborough, and through the southern Flinders. We're actually not going to Sydney, we're going across to Broken Hill, 394 k's to Broken Hill. So we'll go to Uluru and we'll camp there. There's a camp spot on a river with heaps of yabbies. So we'll have yabbies for dinner. Obviously I'm lying, we just had McDonald's. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Over and out. This is just on the western side of the southern Flinders, just about to go over the range. Don't know how big a range it'll be, it's only a small amount of the Flinders. Spear Creek Caravan Park down there. We will not be staying there tonight at the homestead. We're hoping for a nice little mountain range. Nice little mountain range here up the southern Flinders. Don't think it's going to go for long. .35, that's a bit tighter. With this, it's around 4:30, so the roos are just starting to come out. Time of long shadow. There's supposed to be a historic marker up there. Yeah, there is, and we'll read it next time. Ken and I are very big on the historic markers. We usually, every time we see them, we do accelerate. Oh, there's a nice old building down in there. And that marker probably would have told us all about that, but, there's another building down in there. Try and keep the camera looking at that and watch Kenny out of my corner of my eye. A bit different than out the window of a car when you're trying to drive forward. Oh, it's just nice to get a bit of country mountain range, because we've been doing, we've done about 4,500 kilometres of straight, flat desert ride. Anyway. It's not ended yet, that's good. Some beautiful little creek running down there on the left hand side. Don't know if there's any water in it though. Look like there's any water in any of the creeks. It's very dry. Yeah. Alright, that looks like we're over that part of the mountain range. I won't bore you with any more of it now. We've got more of that flat crap. Just cruising into a little town. We're about 40 k's out of Port Augusta, and we'll go down towards Peterborough. This little town I think is called Wilmington. We'll check that out when we get here. And Broken Hill, that's where we're off to. Wilmington. Little country town. Cute little place. There's some old buildings around here. There's a lot of old history, I'd say. Having Port Augusta close to it, it's got a lot of very old history. Usually find out how old the place is by checking out the age on the pub. It's usually the first thing built. Bush Camp, Stony Creek. I don't think the place is thriving, but anyway, I'll head off from here and keep on cruising. Okay, just coming into Peterborough, not Petersburg, Peterborough. Attraction, museum, nature reserve, RV friendly town, trains, museums, hot food, accommodation, services, roadworks. They save the best till last. There's some very old buildings around here. Look at the stonework gone into that old baby. Oh, gorgeous. The old train tracks go through the middle of town. Formerly Petersburg. Information Centre and Museum on the right. I believe it may be closed. We'll go and check it out anyway. Old steam train. Wow, she's a beauty. Not going anymore by the looks of it, but oh, Kenny's hiding in the shade. It's a cool looking main street. Reminds me of the 1700s. There they are. They should be at the skate park. Some boys. Interesting main street, just goes straight up because it's built on this railway track. See, there's another old steam train. That's a beauty. Old post office, and it's going and going and going. 1926 town hall. Some beautiful old stone buildings.
So, little campsite we found tonight. It's called Mizpah, M-I-Z-P-A-H Retreat. It's about 50 k's towards Broken Hill from Peterborough. It's only a campsite, but good enough for us. Toilets over there. Camp there, and you're right in the middle of the bush. Beautiful out here, awesome. Campfire, but we can't use it. Plenty of wildlife, $20 a site. Pretty awesome. Broken Hill welcomes you, and I welcome Broken Hill. Alrighty. fuel up here, and then we're off to Coba. Fairly dry, desolate place this. Just going through Broken Hill. They've mined the shit out of this place. It's just rocks and dust and rocks and rocks and friggin' piles of rocks. Oh yeah, we've been up the top there. Main Street of Broken Hill, fairly old town, city, beautiful place for buildings. Alrighty, so had Macca's at Broken Hill, filled up, cleaned our visors. Now we're off to Murwullimbah, then Coba, if we get to Coba, depending on the road, depending on how much wind there is. The wind's knocking us around, knocking our necks around more than anything. So we'll just see how we go. Dry as all fuck out here, just saying. More little goaties. Oh, emu, ostrich, emu, goat. Oh. Alright, at Broken Hill after lunch, coming into Murwullimbah. Long, dry, shitty scenery, good road, but man, just a long drive. A bit tired today, we had a big day yesterday, didn't sleep at all last night, very windy. So we'll pull into town here and get fuel. We've been up that way before. We went to White Cliffs and we went up to Kipperborough, then down Cameron's Corner. It's a good ride up there. So we'll just pop in here and get some fuel. So Coba 240, Emdale's about 60. There's a roadhouse there, so we'll see what that's like. Got a convoy of goats down here crossing the road. Just wandering across. White one in there and 3 black ones. Cool. About 160 k's west of Coba. There's this little roadhouse called Emdale, so we're going to call in there and see what's there. See if there's camping. I don't ever recall this place actually, we've been past a few times. Camping out the back looks fairly dry, doesn't it? Just cruising into Coba, the western side. Probably about 700 k's today we've done. Going out to a place called the Old Reservoir just out of town. Camp out there. The last 100 k's or the last 200 k's from Murwullimbah, goats, hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of goats. The odd ostrich, the odd kangaroo, but goats everywhere. Alrighty, so we're just gonna go down here and have a bit of a look at a campsite maybe on the other side. We don't know if that's softer. It doesn't appear to look that bad. The problem is it's going to rain, and if it rains, this is just going to all turn to slosh. So we need to be a little bit clever and not camp where it's going to get boggy. So if we get an inch of rain tonight, there's no fucking way you get out of here. So there's a bit of a grassed area over here, so we're going to have a bit of a squeeze, and it does look fairly good. And this is where we're going to camp. So this is awesome. Oh, there's campers over there. Campers over there. So I'll just stop and we'll assess. This is just out of town. You go down the old Reservoir Road, and there's a fork in the road. You go to Devil's Rock to your left, and it brings you to this old dam, reservoir, whatever you want to call. So we're just trying to get to the water so we can, or closer to the water so we can put the yabby pots in for those Yankees or pommies. They're freshwater crab. Get more questions about yabbies than anything else. Hello, we've got a little pad here. Doesn't look too bad. Yep, and I had to take the hard way, didn't I? Oh, no, it's alright. Fucking machine. And this is awesome. This is where we're going to camp tonight. The ground looks pretty fucking hard. Yeah, this will do. Yep, yep. Oh yeah, righto. Righto. So this is us for the night. Actually, I might even turn the bike around because I don't want to get sloshied in. Actually, the sky doesn't look too bad, but they predict a lot of rain tonight. But how often are they right, the fuckwits? More technology than ever, and they can't get it right. Anyway, that's my whinge for the day. Over and out. So here we are at Coba Reservoir. Great campsite. Put the yabby traps in, got friggin' nothing. Maybe it's too low, maybe, I don't know, something's eaten more, Christ only knows. So this was the side. Pop back into noisy bastard. Pop back into Coba for breakfast. This will be our last day together. We'll go to Scone tonight, Scone, and then we will part. Mark will go to Gosford and I'll go back 7 hours up to Murwullimbah. And they forecast for 8 inches of rain in the next 2 days. So I could get a wet ass. That's not a drama. We've had really good weather. It's been pretty good. So this is a pretty awesome campsite down here actually. Be good if it was a little bit greener and stuff, but all in all, not too bad. Oh, a bit of bull dust. Didn't see that coming. Alright, road in's a bit rough, but that's okay. Wouldn't be bringing a friggin' mini moke in here or anything. It's on my one of my other videos, but that's the big beer can there. Main street of Coba. When we were out here a few years ago. Righto, leaving Coba down towards Ningen and Scone. Scone, keep calling it Scone. If I can spell it like a scone, is a scone. Righto, about 10 k's out of Ningen, there's a solar farm up here. 3 k's, a little way in, but we just thought we'd go in and have a look and have a look, see what it's like. Serious fence. So here's the viewing platform for this solar farm, so we'll just pop up and have a bit of a look. So there's the solar farm. It was a 3k ride in and it was halfway down. Wow. That's incredible. Here's the stats. Rightio. Generates enough power for 33,000 homes. And there's 1.366 million panels. Roughly equivalent to moving 53,000 cars on the road. That is crazy shit. Wow. So, if you placed all the panels end to end, it'd reach from here to Uluru or Ayres Rock. That's awesome. That's just unbelievable. So here we're coming into Ningen. We're going to turn right here. Oh yeah, so left to Burke, which we're not going to go. That's another way I can go home, but because we're going towards Gosford, we'll go this way and then we'll split at Scone. This side of Ningen, there's a railway track in the middle there. There it is there. But this side of the tracks, which would be the eastern side, I suppose, I'm not sure, the northeast side, absolutely there's a friggin' door now. Nothing happening here at all. Just riding into Nevertire. Very, very, very windy out here. And all that in the distance isn't rain, it's just dust. Not real good on your eyes, but all good. Slow. We're doing 60. Wouldn't be nice up there with the power lines today, would it? Waving about. Just coming into Narromine. The wind is absolutely incredible. It's the windiest I've ever ridden in ever, and it's just throwing the bikes around, throwing our necks around. It is just so friggin' dangerous. So Narromine now. We'll stop here for a coffee. We were going to stop back there, but the power was out. So just have a look how these trees are blowing. Oh yeah, that one there's blowing a bit, but it's more head on than sideways. Population 3,500. I mightn't have ever been here. This be the main street of Narromine. Clean place. Glenn McGrath statue. Oh, that's right, he's from here. So he's just got to decide where he's going. He's going that way. I'll go with him. So the statue must be down there somewhere. Oh no, there he is there. Alright. Hard to find a pub in Narromine for counter meals, and we found one, and this one's closed due to someone took all the shit out of the kitchen, I'd say. Well, that sucks, but anyway, try and find somewhere else. Alright, so we're going to Murwullimbah now, which is this side of Scone. 0037 Dunedoo 128. We'll stop at Dunedoo for a cuppa, wake us up a bit. We just had a big steak there at the hotel. It was fairly good. Put us to sleep. Just have a look at these trees. That's how windy it is. Look at them moving. Look at that one up there where Mark is now. Crazy shit. Windiest I've ever ridden in. Madness. Look at the trees there. Fucking cyclone. Coba. Coming in from the western side. Through, trying to beat the rain. It doesn't look like there's any rain about, but they predict it. So not going down the main street, just going to turn left here. Don't know why, but that's the way it's taken me. Alright, an hour or so later, into Dunedoo. Absolutely horrific riding that. The wind is so friggin' terrible. Anyway, we will go into town and have a coffee, wake up a bit. Look at trees there. It's crazy. Wake up and then keep going to Murwullimbah. It's only another, what is it, 107 k's. Pretty little place is Kholghoor. I've always liked it. Not much happening here. But it is a sweet little place. Sweet little place. Gonna stop here at Kakadu Cafe. Can't spell here, but that's okay. Morning all. Last morning of the ride. Leaving Murwullimbah. I'm heading off back to Murwullimbah. It's about 8 or 9 hours. Probably stop at Mum and Dad's, Kholghoor, and Mark's off to Gosford. Last night we stayed in a motel, only because it rained all night. So that's where we stayed, El Dorado anyway. Wasn't too bad. I think my camping bed was softer than their mattresses, but it had a friggin' awesome shower. Mark's riding back into Gosford, and at the moment there's flash flooding, and they had 6 inches of rain at Gosford last night, so yeah, so what is it? Oh, only 7:30. That's awesome. So just take it nice and steady. And get there safely. Alright. Okay, we're gonna take the camera off. It's starting to rain. Not heavy, but heavy enough. And possibly put it on later, but if not, it's been a good trip. Just clicked over 6,000 k's, so Mark will do about 6,300. I'll do 714, about 7,500, because I come down from Murwullimbah and got to go back up there today or tomorrow morning. So yeah, about 7,500 k's, and I'm pretty sure this is day 12. Been an awesome ride. Bike's performed well. dearest we paid for petrol was $2.13.5 in Ayres Rock, at Ayres Rock. All in all, another good trip. Just got to get home safe now. So dangerous on these roads. Tyres about 3/4 rooted, so haven't got much tread on that either. I'll just take it easy and I'll be right. Top little spot here to take the camera off. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Alright, coming into Tamworth, that ride's been raining on and off most of the way, sprinkling, not really raining. Hasn't been a bad ride except for there was one car accident and I had to wait for the bloody towies to get the car off the road, but that cost me a little while. But all good. So just coming in the sort of, what is it, the western side of Tamworth. I think the big guitars up here at Chile somewhere. We'll have a look. Alrighty, so here is the big guitar. Really cool. Alright, through Tamworth, Armadale, Glen Innes, and then home-ish type thing down that line. Big ride. So here I am going through Glen Innes. Sun's just come out, rain nearly all the way from Armadale. But yeah, sun's come out, just had Macca's. Always a good stop for a feed. So down to Tenterfield, then down to Casino, which is about 220 k's. The range down Tenterfield range is fairly windy, so let's just hope it's dry. Anyway, see you later. Going through deep water once again. Weather's still fine. Looks like it could rain. Mark got home at 11, so that's good news. It's now 1, so I just called him. He got home safe. Yeah, so I'll just keep on heading down the range towards Casino. Alright, coming in at Tenterfield, been fairly good ride the whole way from Glen Innes. Bugger all rain. Just started to get a bit overcast now, so I'll just wait and see what the weather will do on the way down the hill. Alright, fuel up. Oh, my ass is sore. Yeah, fuel up and continue. Absolutely beautiful riding out of Tenterfield with these trees. Absolutely beautiful. So I've decided to go all the way to Murwullimbah tonight, so that'll be about another 700 k's for the day. Should get there by about 5. See how I go.